was where you made olive oil. It was desirable in bread and used in a lot of other cooking and dishes in that time. And the sacred oil of the menorah as well. Is everyone in? Or are we still waiting on someone?
Two more.
The windows here are high. This lets the heat rise and go out. They're narrow on the outside and wide on the inside. This lets in light traveling at different angles while keeping the air as much in here as possible so that the cool of the earth is maintained and hot air doesn't come in as much in the summer. Everyone say shalom to Gabriel.
Shalom, Gabriel.
Is everyone in?
Yeah.
Everyone in? Okay. Everyone say shalom to Mose.
Shalom, Moses.
Our dear friend. So, Gabriel is going to take some olives and put them in this vat. And this is going to be making olives into a pulp, a wet, oily pulp. And that pulp we're going to put in baskets. And those baskets we're going to press to make olive oil. Thank you, Gabriel. So this time we are trying to crush the seeds. We're trying to crush every part of the olive down into this wet, oily pulp. Thank you so much, Mose, for bearing the burden. And Gabriel is going to show us the baskets. Going to line them with the pulp, put it all around. Those baskets are designed so oil and water can go through, and the rest of the pulp sticks in the sides. And then we're going to take the baskets over to here. Fill on in this area. Come on into here. Everybody come and fill on in so you can see the press. We're going to stack the baskets on top of this hole in the ground. And those baskets, stacked on top of that hole, will get pressed by this big beam of wood. Let's keep on filling in so everyone can come in. There are going to be 3 presses. And actually, each one was a subsystem of smaller presses. So we're going to talk about 3 presses. Anyone know what the best oil in the first press is called? Virgin olive oil. And that word extra is just a marketing term. It doesn't mean anything. It's just trying to sell it to you. It's just extra. So the first press, we're not going to use any of these stoves. We're just going to press with the beam itself. We're going to lower it using that pulley system. Press down on the 6 baskets. Squeeze out the best oil. Your first fruits are supposed to be reserved for God. You're supposed to send that to the temple in Jerusalem to burn the menorah and to use an anointing. The second press, we're going to use a stone. We use the system of winches and pulleys and lift up the stone, put a lot more weight down. That second press is going to be used in cooking, in cosmetics, perfume, and in medicine. We read in the story of the Good Samaritan and other stories about people with cuts and injuries. They put oil and medicine on. Then, third, final press is going to be using all 3 stones. A lot of weight, going to make our worst quality oil, and that is burned in oil lamps. It was used in making soap. These are the symbol of the Nazareth village and the oil lamp design of the 1st century. It was very common. So Jesus prayed in 3 stages in the Garden of Gethsemane. He was under immense psychological pressure. And Gethsemane comes from the Hebrew words gat shmanim, which means olive press, oil press. So Jesus prayed in 3 stages in the oil press. And one parallel that I was interested to hear about from one guy, and I couldn't find evidence of it online, so don't cite me in any peer-reviewed sources, but I heard that on that 3rd press, some of the red coloration of the olive skin gets into the oil. Jesus, we read in Gethsemane, sweated drops of blood. So, striking parallel. It was not able to extract all